Now, human beings had advanced in many fields and many technologies. But if you remember, the first invention which brought drastic change in the life of the human beings was none other than wheel. The concept of wheel has a close connectivity with the topic what we are going to deal now, that's the traffic education. So the wheel is the wheel was invented initially by the Sumerians. Sumerians who belong to the Mesopotamian civilization. These people have contributed to the world by the discovery of wheel. With the invention of wheel, initially they used wheel to do the plow, to do agricultural activities, then to have the carts to make the people to move from one place to another place. But later on, the invention of wheel has brought many changes and the technological advances in the entire human's life, and now the entire life has got transformed with the discovery of wheel. The wheel has been initially being the only source of rotation process, but this rotation process has been used in various ways, that the technology has got advanced in many angles, which brought the rotation of the machinery in the invention of the new vehicles which bring the transport very convenient for us. Now, for example, earlier we have the bullock carts pulling them, then also we have wheel, then later we have the carts which are driven by the horses, there also we have wheel. So the upgradation of the wheel was done like that. Earlier we had wooden wheel, with the wooden wheel we have the rubber adhering it, so it makes the movement very easy for that. Then we got the new dimension of the wheel, which made the wheel to be very flexible with the discovery of the axle. So now, after the discovery of wheel and axle, we got the transportation very convenient. We got the discovery of the bicycle, where a person can travel it, so he has to do exercise, so cycling has been started. So after the word of cycling, people started to learn to be convenient and comfortable, so they discovered two-wheeler mopeds. From these mopeds, without gear mopeds, from without gear they have advanced to the gear mopeds, and then to the four-wheeler, and we have various varieties in the four-wheelers. Then we have the public transport system, then again we have railway network, then we have today airways also. So the wheel, initially it started for carts to travel, it advanced in such a way that today even to another nations we can move and fly off with the help of the wheels, which are providing a best means of transport for us according to their economic status. So wheel invention of the Sumerians of the Mesopotamian civilization, who have contributed a large to the world by the discovery of wheel. They have also learned or started the writing concept, but writing also is important for us, but nowadays writing got replaced by typing or laptops and everything, but the wheel has still remained in the main focus of attention, because it got transformed into various forms, and finally it is the changing dynamics of the world. So now, moving to our concept of connection with the wheel, traffic education. Traffic, generally we listen to this word when we are struck up somewhere. In a cities which are developing nowadays, obviously have the problem of traffic. What is traffic education? What is the necessity of the people or the students to learn about traffic education? Traffic education is nothing but to follow the systematic procedure of rules and regulations which makes every person to travel conveniently on the road without harming and hurting others within a specified rules and regulations is called traffic education. The knowledge of having which way to go which way we are not supposed to go, which part of the road is to be used by the pedestrians, which part is to be used by the two-wheelers, which part of the road has to be used by the four-wheelers, and where you are supposed to cross the road. At wherever you want can we cross the road, or there are any specific places to cross the road? Yes, the pedestrians have a separate path to walk known as footpath. Then the people can travel on the footpath. They don't have any connectivity with this of the vehicle movement. They can travel separate, which is built on the left side of the road. So they have a step higher than the normal vehicles travel. So they can travel conveniently on the footpath by walking. If you are traveling by a two-wheeler, you have to travel on the left hand side of the road. And if you are traveling by a four-wheeler, you can leave a gap on the left hand side of a mile, and then you can travel in the middle of the road. So this kind of movement and transport enables and ensures that everybody can travel conveniently and there would not be any blockage of traffic at all at any place, so that it would not affect anyone's timings. But generally we follow all the rules and regulations, but obviously we got struck in the traffic many times. What are the major reasons which make us to get struck in the traffic? See, generally we have various reasons, but the key reasons for the traffic jam or getting stuck in the traffic are: first one, as we all know, 2011 statistics of India reveals us that India is having 121.09 crore people, which means India is the second largest populated country in the world only after China. And if India population is like this, India area is 3.27 million square kilometers. So in this area we have these many people living and sharing the land, and the people, those who are living in this area, are not living in all the corners of the world equally, or especially India at all, because we have many people who are trying to find jobs which are far away from their villages, so they move on to cities and stay in cities. So obviously with the growth of population, the necessity of finding the job has been increased a lot. And in a country like India, where still India is a developing nation, so we need the people to shift from the primary sector to the secondary and the tertiary sector. So when the people are shifting from primary to secondary and tertiary, obviously they have to move out of their own hometowns and villages, and they have to move to the nearby cities. So in the cities, we don't have the place to accommodate all these people at a single stretch. So now the growth of the city starts to expand. This kind of movement of people from villages to cities or towns as per the growth of the population or the need of their personal jobs or whatever it may be, it is known as urbanization.